ينبت لكم به. Allah brings out from this water those things that was mentioned. He causes to grow for you the crops, the olives, the palm trees, the grapevines, and all of the fruits. So it is also another style of the Quran. You will notice that Allah could have just said all kind of fruits and vegetables, under which all those categories would have been covered. But explicitly Allah mentioned those things, and then at the end said وَمِن كُلِّ الثَّمَرَاتِ, and from all those fruits, to indicate that these things that have been explicitly named have more value and more preference, and have better value than the other general category of that thing. Okay, so if you revisit these things, think about the olives, think about the palm trees, زرع والزيتون والنخيل والأعناب, the grape. Okay, these are things that contribute more in our either food values or significance and characteristics, and the various benefits that they bring to us. And I'm sure if inspired by this verse, if scholars really research more into those named fruits and vegetables in this verse, I think it will lead them to even greater discoveries. But unfortunately, the world of science and technology in our contemporary time is at the hand of those who do not consider Quran as a great inspirational material that would that's worth spending money and establishing research institutes and research subjects. That's very unfortunate in our world, but I'm sure that one day, I hope that the people of science and technology would resort to the Quran as the words of the Almighty Allah, who is the engineer of this whole universe. And as such, if He gives something of a valuable information, then that is the topmost kind of quality, and it should really lead more to more research. Okay. And how beautifully this verse is ended with really calling people to start thinking. That's why this verse ended with إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَةً لِقَوْمٍ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. Indeed, in this is a sign for the people who give thought. Sign for the people who give thought. And you would have heard similar kind of verse ending in many other places. And this really is a very beautiful blend and marriage between science and scripture, very unique to the Quran, where Allah always encourages us to discover this world. In this context, discover Allah's engineering and Allah's wisdom to decipher the value of those fruits and vegetables to us as mankind, to our nourishment. So see how in just one ayah Allah opens the door very widely open in the frontier of maybe the science of plants, in botany and fields like this, and never Allah puts a boundary there that don't exceed. You just go and explore these things, and praises those who go in this direction, and praise them by saying that these are the people of thought. Okay, so no one can really come with a preoccupied mindset of the battle between science and church that happened in the Middle Ages Europe, and comes to generalize it on the Quran, because it is really the contrary of this preoccupied mindset. Quran has totally encouraged and widely opened all doors of exploration, and this is just one example of maybe hundreds of similar verses.